Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the newest iteration of this character on film, this time in animation form. And in this movie, it's not really about Peter Parker, it's more about Miles Morales, as he's a teen living in New York, struggling with school, friends, and on top of that, becoming Spider-Man. When he comes across Peter Parker, they discover a threat that's happening to multiple dimensions, and he has to figure out how to save his own reality as well as everyone else's in this movie. Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes. I've always loved this character. But I have been really disappointed in what Sony's done with him over the years. I did like Homecoming, but at the same time I didn't love it. I think overall it's a pretty inconsequential movie, and while I like Tom Holland's performance and a lot of what they did with the high school aspects of it, I think it could have been a lot better. And since we've seen so much of this character over the years, I thought this movie was going to be a really nice change of pace from what we've seen of him in the past, because it's in animation form, and from what I saw in the trailers I really liked what I was seeing. And I also was interested in the fact that this movie was going to focus on Miles Morales, because I don't know a lot about this version of the character. My knowledge of him is limited to the Spider-Man game that came out for PS4 this year. And I'm happy to report that this movie is awesome. I loved everything about it. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie we've had since Spider-Man 2. One thing that I really loved about it is that it's completely different than anything we've seen before from this character. This is the 7th Spider-Man film we've had, but it's totally new. And a lot of that is because even though this is a movie where you have multiple spider people, it's very much a Miles Morales origin story, and you get to see the world from his point of view. And I loved him as a character. The comedy in this movie is absolutely brilliant. It had me laughing consistently from start to finish. The movie does a really great job of poking fun at Spider-Man history, and it's very self-aware. It acknowledges that we know a lot about this character already. There's also a lot of great humor involving the multiple spider people in this movie. And what I thought was really cool about it was that they used it to influence the storytelling and kind of advance the characters in a way. And on that note, I thought pretty much every character in this movie was really well fleshed out. There's all these spider people in the movie from different dimensions, and when they all come together, there's a lot of really impactful moments that come from their conversations and when they talk about things that they've faced in their own realities, and they find out that they all have the same kind of issues that they've all had to deal with, and that was really emotional. Even Kingpin as the main villain, I feel like they could have done a little more with this character, but they do a really good job at humanizing him, and you understand his motivation, and that's what I wanted to see. I think it's fine when you don't spend a ton of time with a villain if you're going to flesh out all the other main characters in the movie, and that's really what this film did. Of course, I have to talk about the animation style because it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of it. It's one of the most unique styles that I've seen in a while. It really makes this movie feel like the pages of a comic book jumped out onto a screen, and it just looks so cool. There's a lot of moments where they have like the comic book sound effects that show up on the screen, or like the subheadings in the corner and some of the transitions. This is honestly probably the closest thing you'll ever see to a comic book on film. The action sequences are super exciting, they're really fun to watch, but what elevates them from other animated films is that you really care about the characters, so when the action happens, you're really invested in it. This movie was really everything I wanted it to be. It doesn't feel like any other animated movie I've seen before. It doesn't feel like any other Spider-Man movie I've seen before. It has brilliant emotional storytelling. It's really funny. I loved Miles Morales as a character, and I hope we get to see more of him. The animation style is one of the most unique that I've ever seen, and I really see myself watching this movie multiple times in the future. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a great movie. You should definitely check it out if you can this weekend. And I want to see a lot more from this universe. The creative team did a really good job at making an awesome original movie, and I haven't wanted a Spider-Man sequel this much in a really long time. I'm going to give Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse a 9 out of 10. Definitely will be on my top 10 list at the end of the year. I couldn't have asked for this movie to be anything more than it was. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Look forward to more reviews very soon. Also be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.